Hello there, this is John with Nashville Travel Concierge, and today we're going to be visiting Printer's Alley in Nashville, Tennessee. And this is a place that even the locals don't know a whole lot about, and hopefully by the end of the video, you and they, or whoever watches this, will have a little bit more information about the history of this place. And it's very interesting, and it's a great place to come if you visit Nashville. So here we go, Printer's Alley, Nashville, Tennessee. Here we are looking at the Printer's Alley sign that's located between 4th and 3rd Avenue North in downtown Nashville. There are several ways to get into the alley. This is one of them, but this is not the one we're going to take to do our tour. So instead, we're going to be going down Banker's Alley to Printer's Alley, and at one time there were banks on both sides of this alley. Originally, Printer's Alley was a thriving publishing section of Nashville and of the country actually, and they had 2 large newspapers, 10 print shops, and 13 publishers. You can see the sign, and up ahead on the right is Skull's Rainbow Room. Founded by David Skull Schumann in 1948, it has hosted such entertainers as Elvis Presley, Johnny Cash, Patsy Cline, Etta James, Paul McCartney, and Bob Dylan, just to name a few. Paul mentions Printer's Alley in his song Sally G, which was the B-side to the single of Junior's Farm. In 1998, Schumann was killed in a robbery at the club, and at that point they were closed for the next 18 years. They did reopen again in 2016, and from that point they continued their legendary jazz and burlesque shows nightly to this day. And across from Skulls we see Bobby's Garage, a bar that's connected with the Bobby Hotel that is part of the alley. When Printer's Alley first became a nightclub and entertainment section, the sale of alcohol was illegal, but of course that didn't stop it from happening, and it became more popular. Next we have the Bourbon Street Blues and Boogie Bar, which has been open for several decades and is a very popular place for people to stop off at. Such greats as John Lee Hooker, Muddy Waters have both performed here, along with other names, and even Jim Belushi has played harmonica on the stage of the blues bar. Up ahead you can see the sign for the Climax Saloon, which was opened in 1887 by George Dickel and Company. This happened to be a primary outlet for the sale of their whiskey. On the first floor and in the basement were can-can dancers and other forms of entertainment. The second floor was a pool hall, and the third floor was a place where gentlemen could seek out prostitutes. And up ahead we have the brass stables, which at one time that's exactly what it was, and such gentlemen as Andrew Jackson maintained their horses in this location. Eventually it became one of the most popular strip clubs in Nashville. And here we have a British-owned pub. It's called the Street Fleet Pub, and they have great food and prices here. I have eaten lunch here several times, and they have great fish and chips, 3 different styles. They have bangers and mash, shepherd's pie, beef and lamb burgers, and it's a great place to eat. And it looks like we're about to do a turnaround up here. Up ahead, you'll see the sign for Daddy's Dogs, a hot dog place I've never seen open because their hours are from 9 p.m. to 2 a.m. They have about a dozen different styles of hot dogs. I can't tell you what's on any of them except for the Music City hot dog, which happens to have bacon, cheddar cheese, onions, and barbecue sauce. And I have never had one of those either because I've never been there when they're open. They also sell something called Mexican Coke, which I learned eventually that it was the fact that in Mexico they use sugar cane for their sweetener, and we use corn syrup in the U.S. The little sign we see there, it says Snitch. This is one of several different businesses in the alley run by the Dream Hotel. They also have an experimental type nightclub that's open Friday and Saturday nights called Dirty Little Secrets. There's a clothing store called All Saints that we saw the sign up there. And right now we're looking at the Stateside Kitchen, which is a restaurant owned by the Dream Hotel. Here we have Miss Kelli's Karaoke, which is one of the largest karaoke bars in the state, probably in the South. It's for 21-year-olds and up. The last door we're going to see is the entrance to the whiskey shop, which is a place that combines the drinking of alcohol with target practice. Of course, they use laser guns, but the point is well taken.